Hello, this is Zachary from Zachary 3D Print on YouTube. I almost want to say on twitch.tv/Zachary 3D Prints, but this is on YouTube for the change. Uh, was I yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I was live. Days are look like a dream, something like that. I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with me. Maybe some people can tell me. Oh, zero viewers, so nobody can tell me. Is there some other stream going on that I did not know about? Oh well, I'm going to do a live stream anyways. If nobody shows up, then I'm going to end it just like that. So hey, hello, this is Zachary from Zachary 3D Prints on YouTube. Uh, the Friday evening chat, hangouts. Um, yeah, it's what I like to do. This week I did, I think, two live streams on Twitch. I lost count. I do need to say I lost the count. I lost the days as well. I know that's Friday because of this. Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know. Because I worked 5 days. I worked even more days. Um, yeah, also because of YouTube, because of other things that I need to do. I'm also going to work on several brand new videos as well. So this weekend is going to be packed. Um, yeah. Um, so currently on the Easy Treat. No, Easy Treat. Any cubic Viper. Come on, Zach. There is a new part printed for the Star Destroyer. It is looking amazing. Um, it's huge. It's very big. It's now laying on top of my Ender 6. So I'm very curious how fast. I can also add a second printer because everything I slice a Prusa slicer with for the Ender 3v2 with an ABL touch on it, because this one is also having this autobat leveling system. So if it is an BL touch, a CR touch, a inductive sensor, or a strain gauge, it doesn't really matter. If you are sending in your start G code in G29 after your G28, it's going to probe the bed, so you will get some nice mesh bed leveling for your 3D printer. So the I know that the bed for the Anycubic Viper is a little bit bigger than a normal standard Ender 3 Ender 3 Pro glass bed. So I tried to put a glass bed on. Was it on the Anycubic? I think it was on the Anycubic Viper, but eventually I couldn't do that because hey, it was not going to fit. So, but yeah, it's the Anycubic Viper. It's doing a great job. It's working very well. I don't have any problems with the printer. Um, I say I didn't have any problems. That's not totally true. Yesterday, I sliced a whole bunch more parts for the Star Destroyer. At one moment, when I put the SD card back, in the first sliced model, there was a little issue where the Anycubic Viper just did something and just waited and waited. The bed was heated to a temperature of 60, no, to 70, 80 degrees. It was crazy. I don't know what happened. So, um, so G code is just like a book. It's all with text. So, um, I don't know what exactly happened, why it did do that it did. why it did what it do, or what it did that didn't. Ah, oh my gosh! So something happened, and did not. I do not know why. So yeah, what can we do? We can do different kind of things, but I choose for it to do a live stream on YouTube via StreamYards. The fun thing is that we can hang out, we can talk about different kind of 3D printers, we can talk other things about 3D printing, also show stuff. So if you have something that you want to like to show, just let me know. You can also tag me on Twitter, uh, Zachary, Twitter, Zachary underscore Bergen. That's my Twitter handle, and I would like to see what's going on the other side of the Ethernet line or the network, right? Showing some awesome things. I also see on Twitch that Evan and Caitlin are online. Further, no other people. So um, I'm really wondering what happened. Uh, so no other people online during doing a live stream. So okay. Um. So like mentioned, I'm going to work on different kind of videos. One video that is going to be released on a normal standard Wednesday that I normally would publish a video. That's going to be a video about one of the filaments, or the filaments that I printed quite a lot with the biofusion filament. I did make a review video several weeks ago, and now it's time to put out a video for Wednesday. In the meantime, I'm also going to make some other videos for the companies or for the things that I saw on Forum Next. Um, for example, BCN 3D, a very nice company. They sponsored a ticket for Forum Next. Um, so yeah, I'm going to make some nice videos or make some YouTube videos about things I saw there, and also giving some comments about the printers and the machines. So, little advertisement, something like that. Um, so something that I'm also going to do. I don't know which kind of video that I'm going to do that at. Since I recorded everything for the this upcoming video. Mm, like mentioned, I'm also going back to the news and updates and the closer look videos, the Prusa XL, the Creality 3D printers, but also several other 3D printers. I really need to dig right deep into this again to get the latest news and updates about new 3D printers, about new hot ends, new nozzles, new extruders, or other things that are very tight related to a 3D printer, and show you guys all the goodness, all the nice things. In the meantime, I'm going to check on Kickstarter and see what new machines are there before people are dropping into the live stream, and we can talk about other things as well. The J-Labo G1 is a 3D printer that I backed on Kickstarter. It's a printer that I think I backed in May or June somewhere. So I'm already waiting for it. And no, not a video. Share screen. That one, share. Hey, Stephen Poole, how are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Awesome. So this J-Labo was a part of a group of people that were from Snapmaker with the very stylish 3D printers. And so they decided to make a IDEX 3D printer. But I don't know what exactly happened, but at a certain point, they went back to Snapmaker, and now Snapmaker is of this group of people are going to make the J1 3D printer. So I'm very I'm pumped about this machine. It's very serious. So and yeah, so here update the delivery schedule and returning to Snapmaker. But this is an update for backers only. So further information I'm not going to share. So maybe I'm going to talk with Jade, one woman that I talked several months ago when this Kickstarter campaign was running. Very awesome person to talk with. Also, my first real interview. So, hey Chantal, how are you doing? Fork Tech? What's that? So this is a very nice 3D printer, a very nice IDEX 3D printer, enclosed as well. So I'm very curious how and when this machine is going to be delivered. But like mentioned, we're going to check for new 3D printers here on the Kickstarter platform. Mhm. Yeah, the printer was at that moment around the 600 euros. It's kind of cheap, but there is 30% something like that was off. So eventually, the printer is going to be somewhere. It's going to be a reasonable price, around the price of a Mark 3S from Prusa. Um, mm, so we have here the unit, AI camera, and modular robot arm. I think we talked about this some other time. It's 712% funded, so that's nice. Hey Thomas, how are you doing? Welcome to this live stream. Um, I mean, it's always nice to have a robotic arm to have in a workshop. I mean, if you are already nerd, then this is looking nice. Hey Gary, hello sir, how are you doing? So it can have a payload of 750 grams. The speed is 500 millimeters per second. Repeatability is 0.05 millimeters. AI camera, 2 megapixel. Andrew, hey, Washington State Makerspace, how are you doing? There is also a touch display. That is nice. A zero point 0.5 watt speaker, a MEMS microphone, voice recognition, 60 RGB LED matrix, LED animation. So you have also a 3D printer head. You have a laser engraver. It's a 40 watt hot end. You can imagine that it says PLA ABS TPU. Yeah, it's a direct drive. Is it? No, no, it's not. It's Bowden. It's okay. So it's not a direct drive. Yeah. So once the printing is done and you have something printed with a flat surface, you can detach the head from the robot, and you can put a something else on it. I wouldn't do laser engraving on plastic parts. 2,500 megawatts, high power laser. So that's great, I guess. Electric vacuum gripper, 180 degrees rotation, cup size 5 millimeters, 10 millimeters, and 50 millimeters. Okay. Pen holder. You can also put a creator module on it. Early bird. Module holder. So you have a robotic arm, the creator module, the module holder, the power supply, and a USB-C cable. Hmm. So the Pro Kit is 729 US dollars, and then you get the robot arm, the AI camera module, the laser module, the 3D printer module, the suction module, the pen holder module, the creator module, and the 5 times module holder. That's a great thing. And then a power supply and USB-C cable. So I think this is a decent price. So this robotic arm, sorry, excuse me. So this robotic arm is has 57% off. So that means that the this robot arm is going to cost double the price. I think around the 1,600 US dollars with all of the modules. So what else do we have? Um, so a remote-driven filament selecting extruder for 3D printers. Okay. Did you catch that? Um. So this is something he designed himself, or yeah, I think it's a guy. So it's a filament selection tool or extruder, but I don't know why they let something like that to Kickstarter. I have been working on a design for a remote-driven multi-extruder. The plan is to have up to 6 filaments fed into the top and have it select one and drive it through the hot end. This is similar to bowling tube setups with a Y splitter where you have to back the filament out of the bottom of the Y before you can put another filament in. I hope release this under Creative Commons attribution, no commercial share alike. Whoa, bruh. Possible side effects of the project may include files for more Y-splitters-like designs. Why I'm making this when there are already multi-materials splicing setup like Prusa MMU2 multi-material unit. That thing is frankly huge. The design that I'm working on would use much less space. Okay. Um. So the R4 backers, it has 42 days to go, and it still needs a lot of money because at this moment it's only 36 euros from the 18,942 euros. So, hmm. So another multi-filament um, add-on to the printer. It's this little guy from Reality, uh, co-print. Let's not be music under it. So yeah, because of some you know copyright things. So there there is only music. Still music or not? So up to 7 filaments. So change to calibrate, multicolor print. Then this how's this called? Cam, a camshaft selector, something like that. How's it called? Easy design, preparation software, then 7 filament input. So I need to see that. So you okay? Okay. Um. So what happens here? Normally, you would have a extruder on the left side of this Creality and the 3 Pro. Um, that's also yellow springs, so that's good. Um, so they replaced that extruder on the left side, and your extruder is now in this machine. So everything is fed through this couple piece and then fed into the inside of the hot end. So it moves, and yeah, depending on which color is selected, then it goes in and then it starts to print in the color. And of course, because this is Kickstarter campaign, everything is 3D printed, plastic. So the design is going to change. Insert SD card. So in the machine itself is going to SD card. And you're also going to put an SD card inside of the MMU. Start print on, go print and 3D printer. Right. So printing. Filament change with a limit switch. So there is a limit switch going on, and you can also see pretty well here on this side all of the colors. I hope, I don't know how this system works, but if I'm looking to this, it just are some wheels. I think they are made out of bearings, and so when the pressure is on, it is going to feed the filament. So I think somewhere on the opposite side of the filament, there is a heavier, I hope, and heavier stepper motor that normally is extruding. It turns the heads and then making sure that the right filament is going to be pushed out. I hope that they are going to change that design in the future, yeah, when they earned the money on the Kickstarter campaign. So yeah, for the people who are not familiar with multi-material or multicolor printing, it's always called MMU, but basic line, you are feeding your color filament into the same hot end or same nozzle. So you maybe you can change different kind of filaments, different types, so PLA or PETG or ABS, you know. But when you are doing multicolor printing, just like this little, little living room, it's better to have all the same filament type, all PLA or all PETG, depending on what this machine can do. Um, but you need to know which kind of color and on which moment it is going to be changed. So every time you are going to need the temperature of 205, 210 degrees, and then one filament is pulled back, and then the other filament is going to go through. And on the on the right side here, you see a purge block. A purge block basically does is when there is still some filament residue left from yellow or from red or from brown. Before you're going to change filament, it's no, it's going to change filament, and then the purge block is being used so that when you want to have yellow, that it starts purging and printing on the purge block, making sure that you are getting yellow instead of some red instead of red colors when you're printing yellow. It can always happen. Just like here, you can see in the corner here some blue instead of gray. Hey, William Steele, how are you doing, sir? Nice to see you, man. Cool, nice to see you. Um, so it's a funny thing that in this video you can see that they are using an Creality machine, the Ender 3 Pro. And if I have seen it correctly, they used a glass bed, which is standard on the Creality. But now, when they are printing with this machine, this is still the Ender machine. And if you look very closely here on the edge, they put blue tape on the glass bed. I mean, there's a glass bed on. Clean it or put some other stuff on it to get the adhesion instead of using painter's tape. I know from some people they're still using painter's tape, so don't get me wrong, but painter's tape was in back in the early days. Um, so as you could see, just a second. So also here you see a little burned blob. That is what's something what can happen. Yeah, to my opinion as well, because for the MMU2, you have just one single tube running to your carriage. For the chameleon, you have a also yeah, just same kind of setup. Yes, because on the G-Tech A10T, there I have a hot end, a very thick one, and you have three different kind of filaments running in there. Expensive? Electronics on board like 3DC, selector like the MMU2, and are combined from both. Yeah. Oh, you have one of the G-Techs. I don't need to say I got some nice prints out of it. You know, um, I want to print multicolor, not color grading. So you have the special tool, but if you get to manage to use with Cura or Prusa Slicer to print different kind of colors, you need to use those purge blocks to get the color out before you print something else. And especially here, if there are some colors that like to uh, like to ruin the rest of the print, something like white or yellow with blue, those are colors that you don't want to have mixed. Oh, yeah, a little bit too fast. So but if I look to some of the prints, I don't, for a prototype machine, it's looking great. We call those strong and weak colors. Oh, cool. No, the print quality doesn't look that bad. And just like here, see that red line? This is a very yeah, strong color over a weak color. So you see what they did here? I don't know if they printed, but uh, on this bed, but we saw that there was painter's tape over to get it to work. Um, I think there was also for a uh, multi-material thing, and This guy was talking about it, and I saw in the background, I saw that the printer was printing, a Ultimate was printing, and I saw that the printer was this high above the print, and I was like, dude, your nozzle is clogged. I mean, the print doesn't look bad at all. Um, you remember seeing that, or the print, this color MMU? So they went for the goal of almost 9,000, and they achieved the goal. That's very awesome. Oh, you backed them. That's great. Oh, the price is not too bad. It's decent. Mm. Oh, the Ultimaker fall. I mean, if you are going to show something and you see your in the video that something is not going right, stop it. Make sure that it's working. I was at the Creality stand from Form Next, and one of the guys that was running the stand, he saw that I was recording a video, and I was looking at it, and I think in the video from day one and day two, you see that I zoomed in on the build plate because you see that the V2 was printing, and you see that the line was very thin, you know, too close to the bed, so he turned the machine off. Yeah, so they are saying this PLA, ABS, soluble, wood, marble, copper, bronze. I mean, for something like wood, I know that the structure of a filament is a little bit different than a normal standard PLA or PETG. Hey, 3D printing professor, how are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. But something like copper and bronze, usually that are color filaments. Or are they implying that there is some parts in it? Yeah, and doesn't matter which kind of printer you have, it can be applied to different kind of both compatible compatible with all Bowden 3D printers. Awesome, decent springs. Hey, time to go. How are you doing, sir? Welcome to the live stream. Um, I've been getting a lot of people asking about this Kickstarter. I've been too busy mowing. What? So William did back this Kickstarter campaign. The price for me is a little bit high at this moment. I cannot back this. Uh, uh, yeah. Um, so since they have reached their goal, so I think that we will going to see this printer or this multi-material unit back. Do need to say that, and I think also William is agreeing on that. Seeing that Creality is a strategic partner, I think this is a very decent Kickstarter. I mean, you, I have a G Tech with three different kind of colors, which is nice. I can do prints with three different kind of colors if I want to. Um, I have an IX printer where I'm still working on having something like this, where you can get seven different kind of colors. That's crazy. I'm wondering. I don't know if somebody said it to me last week or some other time when also this campaign was on. But what if you can manage to multiply this? Adding to all those seven lines some other MMUs. That would be insane. Um, it's making some pretty bold claims, but the Chameleon is a much more well-tested system as well. Oh yeah, but the Chameleon wasn't a Kickstarter campaign, right? I know that the 3D Chameleon was at the time was it on pre-order, but this other MMU thing on Kickstarter with the Ultimaker fail was currently at that moment also live. Um, was it called the Swallow? I can scroll down on the search results. I wonder why they don't do that. What we do? Well, so you load film, you can move to a different one. Yeah, yeah, exactly like that. Yeah, yeah, but the thing is with the Prusa MMU, um, it's tied up to the specific 3D printers from Prusa. Or are there people that also buy the MMU for another 3D printer? Yeah, I heard also great things about the MMU too. Yes. Um, yeah, I think that the palette, especially the new one, is a great one. But the price, oh my gosh! If I look to the price and if I want something, I want to have the top one, not something in between. I want to have the more exclusive one where you have the maximum possibility. I think four or five different kind of color filaments that you can add to the palette, and then mixing all those color. The 3D Chameleon allows you to go up to 32 colors. Couple with this way. Oh, that would be insane. But if you have the possibility to put this in an environment where you can really mix the colors, oh my gosh. Yeah, I also bought them direct. William Steele. Yeah, cool. I did recognize the name. Can you imagine? I still have the 3D Chameleon still in the box. Shame on me. Cool. We only sell them direct. When I read only sell direct, I was like, no, I bought them directly. So yeah, since my YouTube studio with all the printers are on a more permanent place, uh, it's Friday. It's late. Um, so since I have now more space, I can put the tree chameleon somewhere and let the printer also stand, because downstairs I was moving the printers around several times or multiple times a day. Um, and now I've got a big desk. I can put a 3D printer here on my desk, work on it, and then if it is done, I can put it back. But it's still a tiny space, but more room, more possibilities to grow. I don't have a I don't have any stop to not buy a 3D printer, but eventually there will come a time that I will get new prints in as well. Because above my desk there are also three printers standing on shelves. So um, that's VGA level colors. We can play Doom on our 3D printers. Yeah, and if you are using, yeah, I can put that on as well. I do need to check how I'm going to do that. So on the BQBX, there you have an HDMI cable. So if you hook it up directly to your television, maybe you can get something very epic. If it is set up, if it's set up correctly, no issues, but takes a bit of tweaking. You mean the MMU2 2A and the 3 or another 3D printer? Uh, yeah. One thing that I saw, I need to put myself on the main screen. One cool thing, and I think that this is going to happen maybe in the very near future. This, I mean, how insane does this look? This is transparent, huh? So this is resin printed and printed with color at the same moment. Is that printed? Yes, it is. I'm going to release a video. I think it's somewhere within 2 or 3 weeks. I'm going to also make a special about this company. Um, it's not going to be the last time that I'm going to make a video about them, because oh my gosh, if spooky. Yeah, I have it here on my desk like this, because if it looks at you, it's creepy. It's just printed. So what happens? So a part resin is going on top of the previous layer. It's also being cured at the same moment, and then the train goes back, and then at that moment, color is going to be added on the places where it needs to go. 10 million different kind of colors they can print. The cheapest machine you can buy is around the 40,000 euros. Oh yeah, yeah, expensive. True. If you hear, if you hear that Um, let's say like this. I didn't hear that price the first time or at first. I saw a bigger machine that was more than 200,000 euros. So hearing that there is a machine cheaper than that, a fifth of that price, it's sounding a lot closer to get it, you know. And if you look at that, if you can print customer orders with color printed models, you can ask a bit higher price for it, getting your consumables, ah, consumables price back, the labor cost, the price of the printer. It's I don't know what you can ask for something. Yeah, this is a free gift, but if you go bigger models, if you can ask more money for it, then you can earn quite a lot. Uh, it's also very hard to mix color accurately. Yeah. Even mixing nozzles, the flows sometimes end up separated. Yeah, true. Um, I think that too. Yeah. I mean, so the easiest way to 3D print a model and have it colored is printing a white or gray filament, like I always used to say, and then using an airbrush. And then you can you get something. This is still work in progress, but you would get something like this. It's still not the normal skin color. I still need to add something to it to make it more look like this. So if you look to the two skins, I do need to say that it doesn't look that bad on camera, right? Yeah, it's a inked jetting resin printer. It's a full color. Wait, I want one. It's a full color because it has seven different materials that they can mix. That material for can you say which one? Then we can look at it. But I mean, this is my third or fourth paint job. Oh, that material for the that printer costs over 12,000 US per liter. Yeah, you don't want to drop the bottle and spoil the fluids. The problem with painting is that it relies on the skill of the operator. Whereas if we can get a full color 3D printer like the DaVinci Color, but not XYZ printing, then the operator skill doesn't matter. Yeah, true. Hey, Cat 3D, welcome to the live stream. I missed you at the forum next. Next time I will bring a sign. I'm looking for Kate. Did you have a nice time there? You know, Kaim, if you do this more and more, you're getting more skilled in getting the colors as close as possible. I did do some yeah, painting studies. Painting studies. I studied for being a house painter, and we had also, as they call it, kleurenleer. So learning for the colors, how to get the correct colors, which type of colors you can get out of something, mixing. You know, the Connex ob, Objet 500 by Stratasys by them. I I got this. Look at it. Red, yellow. So nice. And also like this peak. Hey, you talked to Joseph for a bit. I wanted to do that, but he was so busy, and I wanted to talk with Joel. He was also very busy. He was every time that I wanted to talk with him, he was doing interviews, talking with camera. Sean and I, we knocked to each other like this, yeah. Maybe some other time, huh? But I'm living in the Netherlands, you're living in Germany, so we can always drive to each other, doing something nice, Talk about printing, talk about different other passions. Mm. That's something I have tried. I I do need to say that it's not looking that bad. But skin color is very difficult because you need to. So if you want to get skin color, yellow, red, blue, you're going to mix equal parts together, and somewhere you will get a brown color. If you get a brown color, you need to add white, and then you are going to try to get a a much brighter brown. If that is done, you can add a little bit yellow or yellow. Uh, 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 you are going to add a little bit more blue or a little bit more yellow, depending on which kind of no, not blue, red or yellow. But with red, it's a very strong color. You have to be very careful because if your drop is a little bit too much, you can start all over again. Yeah, I know you did. Hey, Rogue, how are you doing? Welcome to this side of the internet. Yep, that is printed on it. It looks like 500 or you know this machine as well. Cool. I saw so many things. Oh, that was so amazing. Yeah, I also talked to Joel and hugged him instead of only an air high five. Yeah, I was so lucky. Yeah, the John Schone from Proper Printing as well. Maybe next time when I'm going to form next day one or day four, I will go there as a normal visitor, not having any agenda because I was all over, tried to make a lot of pictures, tried to make also a lot of notes where everything is. I wish I could have gone. I didn't realize it was going to be such a huge to get there together. Yeah, so that's so true. For the next time when I'm going to form next, I'm going yeah, not announce it. I'm going to talk about it anyways. But I think it's great to talk with several people, getting together, connecting with each other, doing some networking, because there are a lot of people from different places in the world coming on one spot, and I think it's great to meet, to eat with each other, or to drink with each other, doing some awesome things. Why not? You haven't painted a 3D printed object in a while. Love mixing colors by myself. Oh, cool. Yeah. I saw. By the way, I saw the pictures you shared on the other social media, Facebook. That's looking cool. Mine was a business trip for the company. So I went 3 days. One was a press card. I had some difficulties getting one, and then I get in contact on the back end of Twitter. So they managed to arrange a press ticket for me. For the second day, I was invited by BCN 3D, so a sponsored ticket, and one I paid myself. So for the next time, I make sure that I'm going for of the 4 days or even 5 days, and staying at an hotel very close to the parking garage. So it's very easy to go there and having better internet connection, learning from the things that I had last time. Oh my gosh! But epic! It was epic. I mean, somebody mentioned to me that because we are living in the EU, it's now more free to use your internet from the Netherlands, also in Germany and on other places. And I didn't know that. I was, on TikTok one evening, I had nothing to do, television not working. I didn't have a very bad Wi-Fi there, was not secured. So I was like on TikTok. It's something like okay, and I want to do something because I can go to bed at 9:30 and not doing anything. And I was like, yeah, I want to do something. That is, and that's also that I want to hang out with people, not going to a kebab kebab restaurant, eating there some food, drinking cola, and then going to my hotel room, and then yeah, do nothing at all. So the first day was driving round and round in circles around the hotel to find a parking spot. Then I went inside. I saw how small the room was, and there was nothing to eat, so I had to go outside. The second day, I knew where the parking garage was, so I paid another 12, 10 or 12 euro for the night, um, and I directly went to somewhere where I could eat. That was the second night. But the third night, I wasn't going there. I was going straight back to home. Could have a could have took a 3D printing doodle pen with you and created something. Oh, that was also possible. So, but this is a decent MMU, quick stop, quick design, prep software flexibility. Juicy coding. How's the stream? It's going fine. I'm streaming now on StreamYard. Yesterday I did it on Twitch. Um, I used I use Stream Elements to do some you know trying out. Did work, but the bitrate was a little bit lower. Was going everywhere. So I see some models here, and I know that these models here are from Wexter. So I hope they also ask Wexter to do this. There it is. Yes, the Fisher Price MMU. So I think, in my opinion, I think this MMU is a decent machine. Um, I think by the time P4 is coming out, I think they are going to improve quite a lot on this system. And who knows, in March. I wonder why they don't have a 3D print 3D chameleon listed. Yeah, it's weird, huh? Where was it? Where was it? I know that there are a lot of 3D printers that can also print multi-material, and they are not 20,000 euros. I did see quite a lot of expensive machines, but this is crazy. And and we both know that if they are putting the chameleon there, it's much cheaper, right? Yeah, if it works, great. William is going to back this, so we're all going to see on Twitter how it goes. Oh yeah, Cat, that would be much so true. The price is isn't that expensive. So the cheapest one, there's still left eight. They are 388 euros. And so the retail price, um, they don't have the retail price here, but it's 20% off. So the official price is going to be around this price that they mention here. Let's say it was. Oh wait. What's the price? Yeah. Um, I did say it was similar. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for we need to see how this is going to work. Well, it was only half the colors. Yeah, indeed. Um, Filament Frenzy, welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you here, man. Cool. What are your thoughts about the co-print? Yeah, it's somewhere. After my experience with the MMU, I say IDEX or tool changes are the way forward. Forward by wait, I say IDEX or tool changes are the way forward by far now. Yeah, especially for Uzi materials like TPU. Oh, indeed. For 250, you, you get a full color Quad Fusion M3D printhead. Oh, really? Wow. But nothing touches a tool changer. No, no, and especially if you don't have the money for it, then the tool changer isn't be touched. So the price isn't that expensive at this moment for the Kickstarter campaign, but maybe they are going to change. No, no, they said March, so that is just 3 or 4 months from now. So I'm very curious what they are going to do. Oh, that's a great one. Also, the fact Creality is not launching it as a Creality makes. Hmm. I thought that Creality is a strategic partner in this. I think it's a great thing, but saying it like that is also yeah. I can't confirm, but I know they are still in business. They did some more recent work on it this year. Huh. In black, it wouldn't look as cheap. Yeah, I think there are some design changes coming. What's this? $3 pledged. A full linear rail 3D Cartesian printer with dual extrusion system with 500, 500, 500 millimeter build volume and high flow rates. Um. Oh yeah, sure indeed. So test unit, a build volume 300 to 30, 300, 200. The Creative branding is sus. It seems that Creative is partnering a lot of companies that sell stuff. All that sees is, I think you should get a kick out of the N3D. What does it mean? I still need to work on that. So I need to. Is it also on Kickstarter? The that 3D. M3D. Yes. Yeah, I need to. Uh, if there is some audio, I always need to pay attention to it. Wait. M3D. Ah. Ooh. Wow. Wow. The theory of operation. Where can I buy it? Come on. Take my money. Can I buy it, by the way? So, Zachary, if you could have any printer available on the market, if you would have any printer available on the market on your print bench, which one and why? Okay, I'm going to refill any I'm going to reveal a secret. For a very long time, I want to have a CR30 or any other great belt printer because I have this idea that I want to work out, but I need to see with a filament supplier um, to see up with this other thing that I want to do with it. I want to be able to print I beams, and with those I beams, I want to make a huge project for in the backyard. So I saw a lot of people printing I beams as a test print, but I wanted to see, just like John Schoenen with his 3D printed rim, I want to be able to print I beams that are, for example, 2 meter 40 long, and then connecting them to each other and then building something like a shed or something else with it that is pretty large and see the possibilities making your own shed in your backyard using a 3D printer and some filament. So yeah, that is something that is on my mind for I think a year now, something like that. But so and I was at the stand of Creality, and this guy said, "Yeah, which printer do you want to review?" And I was like, I was baffled. I couldn't get any word out of it. So I need to get in contact with this guy, and we can talk about it. But I think I don't know. I don't know. So, but that is something I really would like to get my hands on. But other sides, something like the Prusa XL, that would be awesome as well. I mean, next year maybe I'm able to buy the CR30. I don't know. I need to save money for that. But at the other hand, and I also mentioned that I work here on my MacBook Pro, and it is a very wonderful laptop. But making videos, doing live streams, editing videos, this laptop isn't made for that. So if I can spend 3,000 euros on something, it's very hard to say to not buy a printer, but I have to choose also to get my video quality as bad as possible, uh, as as best as possible, not as bad as possible, but at, I need to improve the video quality because sometimes I got a laptop that is lagging all the time. I'm struggling to get some nice videos out. Sometimes I do need to render my video in order to see the result, how the video is going to look like. Uh, will be more commercially available as it goes. That's good. I don't think that is M3DS. It's M3D. But it uses those GUI B48 motors. Yeah, wow. They have 64 to 1 reduced gear and no speed at all with it. And plastic gears. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I saw those colors being mixed, looks great. And I think you can get quite a lot, but you also need white. As a concept, I think it's great, but it just needs the funding and research. And I think Kickstarter is also for funding to get your research going on. I think that's a great way to do that, and not getting the last promotion or I would say send me a print and I will make a free video about it. Talking about which, and that was very odd. I got in contact with Makeup Bot, no, Makeup Pie, yeah, Makeup Pie 3D or Makeup Pie, something like that, about the P3 3D printer, and it's an IDEX IDEX 3D printer, and also with this IDEX 3D printer, you can do laser engraving, something like that. And they sent to different kind of people mails out, and I responded to that. I'm also giving some legal information about how I do my videos, not getting a email after that saying, oh, well, uh, um, not they ask for review a printer, and normally reviews are not going to be in just 1 week, but I cover with live stream, I cover with some first impressions, or also on Twitter, making some little TikTok videos. There's much coverage, and the review is going to be at the end of the Kickstarter campaign. That's all fine. Lots of filament, yeah, yeah, indeed, indeed. But if there are companies willing to support something like that, it's a great sponsorship. It's a great sponsorship and also advertising for them. I have noticed that during those 3 days on Foreign Next, YouTube is also. I also need to see YouTube more as a business and not only as a side hustle, something like that. So if you can offer something to the company back in return, they sometimes want to go with it. I wish I had a belt printer. Ah, you wish? You don't have any belt printers then? Amazing idea. Thank you. Reach out to Filament. Very nice people willing to help with filament funding. Well, I got several spools of eSun. I currently have now one spool of nylon carbon fiber filament from eSun, and I cannot do anything with it because all my printers are open or almost open, and if they are fully enclosed, they are not going to the temperature of nylon printing. Um, I bet I have more belt printers than anyone else in the world. Let me guess. You have a CR30. You have the iFactory One. Is it still working? I think you have. I think you have also a NAC 3D belt printer. Like I collect cheap printers. You're collecting a lot of belt printers. That's awesome. Hey Tunkay, how are you doing? What country are you from? You can guess. Shall I tell, shall I tell something funny because of Tunjay asking that? Can you imagine? You are 3 days on a in Germany. I don't have any problems speaking in German. Sweden. Ah, so close, so close. Sometimes people saying that people from the Netherlands are close to Scandinavian countries. No, I'm from the Netherlands, but almost close. I mean, the language from the Netherlands sounds like also Denmark, Norwegian, Sweden. Um, I hear that quite a lot. So I was talking your, of course, your original prototype. I have two printer bot prototypes. I have two CR30s. Ah, well. I have the iFactory one. I have a power belt. Yeah, power belt, tiny belt. I have black belt, a squire, squire. The last one is a guitar, right? That last one is a guitar. I mean, I used to have a guitar called Squire. Um, so I was at day two, I guess, and I was talking with the people from Devo, the plastic spreader, and we were talking for I think 20 minutes. And I said, "Oh, shall I give you my business card?" He said, "Oh yeah, sure, sure." So I gave him the business card. He said, "Oh, we hadden eigenlijk ook Nederlands kunnen praten." And I was like, "Yeah, we can also speak Dutch." But yeah, my Dutch at that moment was no, my Dutch accent was so gone it was not noticeable. Hey, Anna, how are you doing, fellow Dutchman? So, can I say something in Dutch? There you have it. Daar heb je het. Hè? You have also a kit for the and the tree that is converted into a belt. Keep that kit with or without that. The Infinity 3D, was it that one? Oh, neck was the second design. Oh, cool. Are you using the underloop design? Um, yeah, I know that there was one time there was a belt printer that made a video about it because at that moment, yeah, it's not even here anymore. Uh, no, 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 no. Because there were two belt printers. So the iFactory one, and also the 3D print mill, the CR30, and you had also something else. Oh yeah, the 3D feedy. That was it. Oh my gosh. Um, yeah, that's it. So there was a belt, and you can add it. But the whole Kickstarter campaign they canceled it. But the time I think that the timing was wrong. That's it. Yeah, and especially most of those printers are focusing on adult people. I don't know if it was this one. There was one printer where I was like, um, Uh, no, it was not this one. This one, I think it was this one. And I do need to say that this one looks very oddly to that one. Come on. I found it so funny, and I was like, oh yeah. Come on. It was somewhere standing, and I was like, okay, that's how you advertise your printer. Yeah, it was funny to see. Copperhead? Slice Engineer had a Kickstarter campaign? Wow. Wow. Oh, risky is Kickstarter. Yeah. So anything you do on Kickstarter as a backer, you can lose your money. Buying a 3D printer somewhere else besides Kickstarter, it can give you a shit machine or a lot of parts that looks like a 3D printer. And if it doesn't work, you can always use the parts for other projects, making a robot that can attack you in the end and takes over the world. So yeah, nobody wants to join the live stream. Okay, okay. So in the meantime, here is a very big portion of the bottom part. It's by the way the whole ship. That part is also almost done. So it's something that I do on Twitch. Oh my gosh. So getting a grasp of the full scale model. So this is filament from Eason, all of it, but in some ways doesn't look like it is the same color. So eventually I was planning to paint it anyway. So this is around almost 3 spools of filament. But it is looking so amazing. It's heavy, and this is just the bottom part. It's insane, insane in the brain. So I hope it will get its rigidity. Won't matter. We knits painting. What? What do you mean? So it's not something that I'm going to hang on the ceiling. Yeah, I mean it feels solid. It feels heavy as well, but don't drop it. Yeah. So I was planning to paint it anyways. There were some parts looking very beautiful, very clean, but I mean I see how many color differences is there in. Not good. So everything I glued with power glue or secondenlijm in Dutch. Um, so yeah. Um, so in the next batches that is on the SD card, um, yeah, it's a fun thing. I save everything on the SD card. I make all the prints of one part or from several steps. And the first batch, it was no first time slicing was from step 1 or 2 to step 20. Still parts, Rogue. We are still print. I'm still printing parts. So this one, this one was printed. So looking to the model, I think this part is being printed. Then this part, and then the parts come for the bottom side. And from that moment, I decided to combine some of the steps to speed it up a little bit. So not having one single print, but having two prints at one time. Is there a printer that could print one hole? What do you mean? If there's a printer that can print the whole Star Destroyer? The thing is, this is a model from Gambody. They don't know it yet, but it's also going to be a sort of a review process about something where you are going to pay for. Uh, till so far, I'm very surprised how well everything is done. Thank you. That's looking great. Thank you as well. Um, oh yeah, the electric bill. Um, one of the reasons, and I think that I think it's also a legit reason. I'm printing with one printer at a time. Um, yeah, well, actually there are two printers on at this moment, but one is not printing. So, the famous I'm done printing. Just a second. Filament change. This is I almost would say that there was a little shift. Every little administration. So step 27, part 27. Uh, so this printer, I believe, is 350 watts that is using. It's also heated up very quickly. So yeah, it runs for the whole day. So it is adding up to the electric bill eventually. Um, but yeah, I have also solar panels, so during the daytime, I will also get some, you know, we'll balance it out. The dishwasher is not working anymore, so I have some free extra kilowatts per hour. So I think um, for the whole project, it's several hours. On the artillery sidewinder, I printed many batches of those copy pieces, uh, um, dowels, I believe they are called. Mhm. I could I could on my gigabot, but be cut in half. Half. Yeah. Oh yeah, but did you? Yeah, okay. I'm going to make some advertisements just for the heck of it. Projects. So this is the side gam body. It's a yeah. I when you are paying things or buying new models, you are going to save some money, and then you can buy extra. So in the first batch, okay, yeah. So this is how it works. Save and earn. You buy one piece, 10% off. Second piece, 30% off. Third piece, 50% off. It's it's very nice. This model normally without any discount was $80. The first time that I saw that model, I was like, "Who is going to pay $80 for something like this?" And then after two or three times watching it, I was like, "Okay, I'm going to buy it. I'm a nerd." So I bought this model together with the Death Star, um, and also where is she? And also Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. Those three things together were a little bit more than $100. So, for example, this model, it's a model containing in total 300 something parts. Yeah, 357 parts. I don't think they included all of these separately, but it's a very huge model. This picture was added recently because when I bought it, it wasn't there. And also, you can see here the color differences as well. This is just an epic build. This is if you like Star Wars and you have a 3D printer and also a lot of spare time, this is something amazing. Ah, second. So in this model, you can also put LED lights to make it even more immersive. So the complete size is 94 centimeters times 57 centimeters times 31. And we say hello to Anne.
Hi, Zachary.
How are
How are
you
you?
doing?
I'm doing fine. And how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm very busy always.
Uh, very busy 3D printing a Star Destroyer.
Yeah, how do you know?
Uh,
Wait a second. William Steele, see you later. And thanks for having you here, man. Awesome. Printing any failures in printing the parts. I did had some, but some were very easily to replace. Also, for example, here, just putting on the bigger. If you're seeing those holes, those are not caused by a malfunction on the printer itself. No, it's
those are
standard.
windows.
Like, yeah, the first, no, but actually, the first time that I saw, I was like, no, no, what
Uh,
happened?
and the
And then,
extrusion.
yeah, something like that. And I was like, no, 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 this. But I was like, for an under extrusion, looks very weird. I mean, one or two, yes, can happen,
Yeah.
but there is a pattern. And last earlier this week, I was slicing the model, and I saw this part coming by. I mean, these are literally holes, and you can look through it.
Yeah.
And I think if you put some LED lights in it, it's also going to glow.
To spread out. So
So you wanted to say something?
how much battery backup inverter? Oh, UPS.
I don't have one,
No.
but I work at a company, and somebody asked me, "Do you want to have one?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure," but still didn't get it. So
Oh,
I also don't think that that is going to happen any soon. So
okay.
yeah. So for my solar panels, I have micro inverters, but nothing like batteries or something like that.
And it is also expensive for the solar
Yeah.
panels. So a,
Eventually, some. Hmm?
a simple UPS system works great if needed.
Yeah. Yeah. Most printers have power resume function, but anyways.
Uh, yeah, it depends on how long the power is out. Because if your bed is cooling down, then it's not good.
Some bats can have this,
Yeah,
but
glass bed not.
the glass bat has the potential to just let it go,
Yeah.
and your print is anyways screwed up. No, I used hairspray quite a lot, but now I'm more going to the PI sheets in combination with very well cleaning with IPA. It's the best thing I can do.
Yeah. I also bought this model on Black Friday. So
Yeah, it's a bargain.
yeah, it was
Trust me, it's a bargain.
59 euros was it. So
Yeah. The
I
cool
paid.
thing is,
Yeah,
the cool thing is, you see the dollar prices. So the euro is even less than that.
yeah, indeed. I will see what I have paid for it. Uh, did I pay by PayPal? Yeah, I think so.
What's the biggest filament reel you can purchase? I think 10 kilograms is the biggest you can purchase, but I'm still having 1 kilo spools because a lot of printers need to pull on the filament as well. And as long as you don't have bearings on it, then it's better to use light spools. Yeah, one reel would do its color would be more consistent. Yeah. When was the last time I had a power out? Some time ago, but also failed print, or I wasn't printing at the moment. Any recommendation on PC or nylon? Yeah, I have. If you are printing nylon, make sure to have a fully enclosed 3D printer, or have the possibility to enclose it with this something like the Creality has such an enclosure made out of um, how you call it, foam pads, something like they have this enclosure that you can take off if you like it, or if you need it you can put it right on top of it, or over it, or in it actually. And also make sure to have a filament dryer, food dehydrator, something like that, and then run with a Bowden tube or something like that through your enclosure. Printing temperature for nylon is around these 270 degrees. Don't go any less, or else will fails. But depends on what you want to print. But so far, it's my knowledge about those kind of filaments. I never print anything on it with it. I do have nylon filaments laying here, waiting till I can use it. And you? Did you print nylon?
Me? No, never. Only PLA.
There's still the
So,
L in between the P and the A, yeah?
yeah, PLA. Please, please.
Now, one time I got a spool of filament. Yeah, and the bed around 110. I have a very nice 3D printer, fully enclosed. It would do the job pretty well, but temperature is up to 240 degrees. So I still missing 30 degrees minimum
For the nylon.
for the nylon.
Uh,
So Isan sent me a spool of PAXF or CF, and I was like, PA, where I heard that before. And somebody said non-stick. He said non-stick, non-fem. He said PA. Oh, that's nylon. And I was like, shit. Yeah, as long as you can get keep it into the vacuum sealed bag, keep it in there. Because the
yeah,
moment you are
it's,
going to take it out, it's going to get moist, and then you get some ruined filaments.
yes, indeed. It's like the descant bags. It's a loves moisture.
Yeah, it absorbs water like a
Cow.
very very dry camel,
Yeah,
something like that.
a very thirsty person.
After a night drinking beer,
Yeah, it doesn't help.
you know what does help if you drink quite a lot of beer to drink a lot of water before you're going to sleep.
Before you sleep. Yeah, okay.
Because if you're not
But
going to sleep, then you will get a very bad headache.
yeah,
Maybe you can borrow some nylon filament, try to get some moist out of it.
wrap yourself in it. It sucks out the moisture.
No, I'm very amazed about this Star Destroyer. It's a very big print.
Yeah, indeed. First, I will go to print the Battlestar Galactica.
Which one? That's it's also
Battlestar
here.
Gal- yeah, it's also on Game Buddy. This one. I'm sharing a screen.
I saw that one too.
So this one I will go print first.
It's looking
And
amazing.
I will scale this one up. This one is a total of 36 centimeters in length, but I will scale it up with 150%. So it will be then, let's see, 63 150 is 54 centimeters. Then, so a little bit bigger.
Hmm. Wow.
You can put also here LEDs in it, LED lights.
Yeah, to
So
make it even more realistic, and especially before I bought this model, I was like, I want to be able to paint it, you know. But if there's a
yeah,
filament that is very nice to use, then for example, the this filament,
yeah. Shiny
that
one. I make it bigger again. Yeah,
the
yes.
biofusion
Yep.
filament,
Yeah.
that would be an awesome color to use.
Yeah. But you have 3 rolls of filament from the same brand. They are
Uh,
also different colors.
I do need to say that I ordered. Listen, I ordered filament from eSun at
Yeah.
a bolt.com, and I ordered gray, and
Yeah.
on the package is silver standing, or yes,
Okay.
silver.
That is a silver.
Yeah, silver.
Yeah,
I would say this is silver,
that's a silver. That's not gray.
but it's looking off. It's different
Yeah.
because the PLA Plus from eSun gray, that is more bluish color. But this is
Okay.
gray. Yeah,
Yeah, gray,
I
gray.
know what I ordered, but I have like, I'm not going to return it anyways. I'm going to paint it, so doesn't matter.
I have also from another brand that is made in China, but is sold on the brand name here in the Netherlands. But every batch is a different color gray. So you have to you have the specific one batch needed for a color that is the same. So there's slight differences, very slight difference, but you see it. That's very yeah, annoying, is that?
I'm thinking, I can remember. I don't know if I saw it on TikTok,
Mhm.
but I know that Joel was printing an AT-AT. He had two different kind of models, and now he was printing another one. And I think that's also from the Gambody website.
The same that was I was printing. I
Joel,
have still, yeah, but I also printed the AT&T, the Walker.
yeah, also from the same site.
Yeah, of Soft Green Body. Yeah,
Cool,
I still
cool.
have to put that together. So
Yeah,
I
I still need to put together my InMove robot.
hey, move robot.
InMove, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have printed that one.
Sorry,
You didn't print that one. In move robot.
you
You
know the
didn't.
robot?
Yeah, I know the robot. Yeah, I looked it up last week. I wanted to print it, baby, but it is a little bit too big.
Yeah, and if you have the possibilities to buy all the electronics, certainly will do that
Yeah, it's
because
an
I started with it early on in the YouTube career, YouTube
yeah,
channel.
yeah. Okay. How
I
far did you go?
Well, it was almost fully assembled, but without
Oh,
the electronics.
okay.
So I'm going to just like this. I'm going to test fit this, and putting every part together, and then eventually everything will stay. And then I had this thing standing there for weeks. Let's see if I need to check if I can uh, on my computer.
You mean this one, eh? Uh,
Yes,
that is it. Okay.
yeah, I had
Uh,
yeah, every part just like it is here. I had it.
yeah.
I have it. I
Okay.
can I need to check it on my computer.
You need to have lots of electronics in it. There's at least well, I think 50 servo motors in it.
And those are very specific servo motors
Yeah, the
because
small ones. Okay.
just like with my MacBook, it is a good laptop to do every kind of thing with it. and simple and easy video editing. But at the moment you are going to do some heavier stuff, you're not going to do that. It's not going to work. So I know that if I'm going to buy the more cheaper servo motors, you know that it's not going to be sufficient enough.
No,
Yes, it will work, but
it's not
to
strong
get,
enough.
yeah, it's not strong enough.
Oh, you need at least the 9 kilograms versions.
Yeah. No, I'm looking it up. Video dump. Because I saw it early on. No, where is it? Yeah, I cannot find it so quickly,
Okay.
but they are on my site as well. But you're going to test fit everything, and eventually you ever know have a body robot standing in your living room, and everybody's asking questions about it.
Yeah. It is nice to build something like that and maybe go around to schools to show it off and for the kids to learn about electronics and about robotics.
Yeah,
Those are some good
because
ideas.
well, because also the mindset from this robot is you learn by building it.
Yeah,
You don't have a specific skill needed. You are going to learn it by doing it.
yeah,
And I think that's a great approach.
yeah. Indeed. Sometimes you see things on the internet, like a robotic arm to pick up things, builds for it. No, you have a parts list and
Yeah,
then nothing anymore. Just put it together and see if it works. But
and and
this
also
like this,
and before you print the first part, always make sure that if you are going to need some electronics, that you are able to buy the electronics and that you have everything, yeah, if it is possible, everything together, and then you can assemble everything.
yeah.
Because,
Fir-
yeah, you don't want to have
always,
something printed and you are not able to finish it.
no. First, always check if you can get all the stuff, all the electronics. So even buy everything first.
If that is
Is better,
possible, yeah.
maybe. If that is better, possible is better. So,
One great example is also a robot called Puppy.
mhm.
This is a bicep robot. It's 83 centimeters high, and it's a robot that is capable of even walking by itself.
Hmm.
But
There's also 3D printed.
yeah, and that is the first time that I saw something like that, and I was like, I want to print it.
Poppy, Poppy, Chinese. Hmm. Oh, that's fashion. Different side. Do you have a link for that? Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Poppy.
All
Open
all the
source.
white parts are printed in nylon
Okay.
because you have to imagine that the parts that you are going to use are going to be loaded with some weight as well. The whole
Mhm.
kit you can also buy. So just going around the whole printing process, because yeah, nylon and expensive motors. You can also buy the parts together for 10,000 euros.
Okay, you pay for me. Mm.
I mean, the motors that they are using, each motor is 220 euros a piece.
Those servos that they are using.
Yeah. So you
Okay,
can get the full robot, just the torso or the lamp.
yeah. They
I
have a
think.
junior, popo, torso, and humanoid.
Mhm.
A little bit too expensive.
A very expensive toy.
Yeah.
Still music on it. Yeah, I hate that.
And you still need a cable to operate it.
Yeah.
It's a cable for it.
So if it runs off, then you can always pull the cable back.
Yeah.
Back you go.
Yeah. It's like a dog.
I'm testing some filaments. Tensile test. Any thoughts on it? Uh, I never done it. Even without
Oh,
electronics, a good display piece. Oh yeah, sure.
she Kitchen did tensile tests also on filaments.
Yeah, yeah. My YouTube channel is more for I don't want to say beginners, but it's from a noob perspective. But since I was already a 3D printing noob, I didn't take that title. But I just starting somewhere, and from a logical standpoint, I'm doing all the things, learning by doing it. So yeah, I don't want to spoil too much, but I already said some of my video ideas early on in the live stream, so that it is recorded that I want to do something like that. So if somebody else comes with something like that in a month, then you know where they got the idea from.
Yeah. But you always have that on the internet on YouTube. So
Yeah, but I'm not going to say that they stole it or something like that.
no,
But there were already Filament Francie and William Steele that I already heard this idea. So
well, okay. So we have to watch them and pay a visit.
ah, the fun part was it's later hit me that William Steele. I was like on Twitter. It's called Bill Steele, or um, he has also another name. But I was like, oh, well, yeah, because he was talking we sell, and I was like, oh, because we are talking about multicolor printing and stuff. It was fun. So, but it's a very nice project, the puppy robot.
Hmm. Yeah, too expensive for me. So
Yeah. So for that reason, I stayed with the InMove robots,
yeah,
because if you want to do everything the correct way, I think the robot is around the 1,500 to 2,000 euros.
yeah. Still a lot of money. So
But it's
yeah,
it's it's reasonable. If you want
yeah,
to do
it's
something
yeah,
great together with your son or daughter or the other family members, it's a cool project.
yeah. There are also coming a few Kickstarters later on this year that also with robots in it.
Oh,
So I'm watching and talking to them. So
sorry.
about it, I'm watching and talking about it to them. So cannot tell much yet, but it's already on Facebook, and everybody wants a free example, apparently.
But it's always worth that.
Yeah, as a Chinese company also, but the person that is doing it was working for Creality, was working for Creality, not anymore.
Ah,
So
I know which one. The
yeah,
world is small. I can tell you that.
yeah, I know. Are you also a member of that group? No, not yet. I think
Sorry.
you're not a member of that group. I think.
No, no, I'm not that much on Facebook. By the way.
Okay. We also not much, but only a few groups. So
I'm in a lot of groups. Recently, I was added to the Gambody 3D printing community group. No official Snapmaker owners. I don't have a Snapmaker, but anyways.
yeah,
Is there a reality fans club?
yeah.
No.
Also, can many 3D marketplace? No.
Hmm. Hey, Steven. See you later. Nice to have you here. No, I saw also. Yeah, she's not going to come to the live stream. But today I saw this tweet coming by from Naomi. There was some issues. There were some issues with a thing that she was using for a review video, I guess, and there was an issue with it, and they offered to send a technician over to help her out, and I'm like, sorry, Naomi is very well skilled. She knows her thing. She is, but apart from the person, if you are going to do a Kickstarter campaign and you need to have also a technician next to that, I think it's not for the consumer, normal
Uh,
consumer.
I don't know. Maybe there was a problem with the product at the moment, so we need to fix it. But it's not yet on Kickstarter. So,
No, I guess not.
no. So it is good that a company sends out a technician to repair it if needed. I think.
Maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know what the issue exactly was, but
Well,
she always talks quite a lot or mentions
yeah.
quite a lot.
Going from here, going from there. So,
Yeah. How is your company going, by the way?
the last 2 weeks was good
Ah,
because of
yeah,
Santa
also Black.
Claus.
Ah,
No, Black
sorry.
Friday not. No, I don't do Black Fridays. So for Santa Claus.
Cool. Now I'm
So,
still.
but I'm waiting on what the government is going to do the next few months with
Oh,
everything in the world. You know? and there's still a supply shortage.
Yeah,
And everything is getting expensive because of the shipping costs. So I
yeah,
just got an email this week from one company. They said, "Oh, since a year we have to raise our prices." So next week I have to go to all the prices from them to check if they are still correct. So
mm, yeah.
it's not so nice sometimes.
No, that's true. Like, come ask, what's your company? It's in the name.
Uh, it's in the name.
It's in the name. Yeah, and the prices are never going down.
um, not always. Sometimes they go back down if needed. But I think with the situation at the moment, next year and a half, the prices will stay the same or will go up a little bit more.
Mhm.
So so long we are having this worldwide problem, yeah,
Yeah,
we have to
and it
deal
will
with it.
stay for several months, I guess.
Yeah,
It's with new variants coming. We had we just had the Delta variant coming, and now
yeah.
we have another variant.
The
So I
Omicron,
think it's going to be stacked on top of each other. So
yeah. So, and somebody said this week in a live stream that, but on the YouTube video also found that they were surprised that the chip shortage is still going on. Yeah, it's normal. That won't go be overnight also away.
yeah, and as the demands rises, the
Yeah,
shortages is also going to rise.
yeah,
It's quite normal. It's a normal thing.
yeah. But he was thinking, oh, it will be over in a few weeks, but no.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I will print it on my 3D printer.
yeah, why not? But if you are a bigger established company and you are already into the electronics or you working with electronics, just do what Prusa is doing or some other bigger brands, and producing your own chips or making your own electronics so that you are less dependent on those companies.
Yeah, Pusher doesn't do that.
Hmm?
Pusher also outsources this. They have
Yeah, no,
to buy
normally, but
they have no chip factory standing next to them.
I thought that they say that they did want to do that or that they had plans to do that.
Do they have a few billion dollars?
I don't know, but from the things that I have heard,
Yeah.
I mean, they want to bring out the machine in the second quarter. I mean, if you know
Uh,
that there are chip shortages, I don't
yeah.
know what they are going to do, but
Uh, good luck with that. I would say.
yeah, especially
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. But they also said it on the last live stream that there's still shortage also of the extrusions, the 2020 extrusions, the 4040 extrusions. There are also shortages in. Also hard to get. Simple parts. So it's very difficult sometimes.
Something like aluminum profiles shortages.
Uh, it's metal.
And
Aluminum is also metal.
yeah,
Uh,
I'm not going to talk about politics right now, but I had such kind of thing that I wanted to say, but I was like, no, no, I'm not going to do that.
don't open my mouth with politics. Oh man. Don't start. We will be in the morning 6 o'clock still talking.
I mean, we are in Corona crisis, and we also don't have a normal government.
No.
It's they are still forming it, and
Hey,
how convenient! How
they,
convenient!
they
They're
wanted
still
to be ready for tomorrow. So they
ready
wanted to
for
have,
tomorrow.
yeah, tomorrow they would have would have a government, but no, not yet.
Oh, so on Sunday,
Yeah, on Sunday. It's for
Sunday,
Sinterklaas. Yeah, Sinterklaas gift.
he is always giving presents out, so
Yeah,
that the parents paid for.
indeed.
I said to my kids, I said to my kids, listen, it's very simple. I hope there are not children listening to this live stream. I said, if Santa Claus is giving one kid something like a PlayStation 5 and some other kid a very simple thing that is worth €5, why making a difference?
Uh, yeah, but other kids have also a PlayStation 5.
Sorry?
All the other kids, the neighbors have also a PlayStation 5. So
Yeah,
I
but
want also
if
one.
if your
No,
kid wants something like that, but it doesn't get it,
then he
yeah.
doesn't want to live anymore with you. So
Now, now our Santa Claus can say, yeah, we have chip shortages.
no, uh, that's the problem with kids nowadays. Uh, let's say in the past we were already happy with a football to play outside. The simple
Hmm.
gift. But now they want bigger things like PlayStations, 3D printers, computers.
I
A,
want
sm-
to.
a
I
small a
want.
small gift is not enough anymore.
Yeah. We also, because our oldest daughter, she wanted very badly a Nintendo Switch normal,
Yeah,
and for her birthday we bought a Nintendo Switch Lite. It's €100 less, but at least she can play a Nintendo Switch.
yeah. Still expensive, Swiss Lite.
Yeah, sure. And also, she got a because of the homeschooling, she needed to have a laptop, so we bought one.
Yeah, it's also 400, 500 euros.
Yeah, and time to go is also from our generation. We didn't even have mobiles.
No,
Before a certain time, you were reading the backside of a uh, from things that were on the toilet,
yeah,
reading the bottles
uh,
several times
yeah,
because what else could you do?
yeah. Or you have a calendar with jokes on it, so a daily joke,
When you read it for the several time, ha ha
teletext.
ha,
We had
kidding.
teletext. We still have teletext. Can't go.
Teletext, yeah, we still have it, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you are not into sports, then you don't see it that much because I see a lot of people who like soccer or football. I don't know how you would call it. They are always watching the teletext.
yeah.
At moments, I was always thinking, what were the plans of teletext if they were going to improve it? You know?
No, no, it's too simple. Only text.
Oh well, there were some people very good in the graphical side of
Yeah,
teletext. I did see some images passing by. and a very simple colors, but it's still graphical. Right. Let's look it up.
It's it's still come to go. It's still on the television. If you have a, it's on a remote control. The button still for teletext. And that's also it on the internet. Is also teletext.
Oh yeah.
Page 100. Ah, nice. 500. Okay. Oh, beurs, aandelen, optie.
Here, for
Yeah,
example, some very graphical teletext.
yeah, okay. You have the images. Now,
I was always thinking, are they going to improve that? And back then we didn't have any internet. And the first time that I read something about internet, I was like, what's that? Where can I get it, you know?
hmm yeah, you had the companies that said if you want to have internet, go to www name w.nl. But if you don't have internet, you can't go to that page. So,
And now nowadays in the search bar you type in
yeah,
nu.nl and then you go directly to the website.
yeah.
Even my website is without the whole thing in front of it.
Now there's automatic. There's the HTML code. There's automatic.
Mhm.
So, but it's 12:15. I'm going to sleep some time.
Sleep so?
Yeah, I'm going to sleep some. I have to go stand up early in the morning, so
Oh,
I will see you next time again.
thanks
I
for
hope.
having me here, man.
Okay. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Not seen it for years. Really? But you know, the first time that I saw a website or a URL, I was like, what is that? What can I do with it? So I wrote it down somewhere. I went to a electronics shop where they sell television and so. I was like, that I have written here. What is that? And this seller person, he said, "Oh, that's an internet website." And I was like, "Internet? Is that something that I can get on my television, or is it something advanced than teletext, or what is it?" So I was so I was I didn't know where to look or what to think. I was like, internet? I think it was 1993, 1994, something like that. And also something like YouTube. You know you know the YouTube channel Kip K? You ever have ever heard of that? It's an awesome dude. He does the. Oh, you were on 256 dial. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is insane. Oh wow. Kip K, yeah. He had a very nice YouTube channel. Then he went to a television show and then he came back. Um oh yeah, Vsauce. Michael here. Ah, awesome, awesome. I was also I saw the merge or the merging from Google and YouTube becoming one company. I had to start with YouTube much more earlier than what I did now. And you know what I did last couple of days? Because I want to improve a lot of things about my YouTube videos. I want to do more with it. But in order to do that, I am looking how to make my videos more attractive to watch. So one of the things that I need to do is storytelling. And I was like, yeah, but my videos are educational purpose or purpose to how to, how do I do that? But also for something like that, you can add storytelling to it. So I made a lot of notes, and I was hearing quite a lot of times, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast. I was like, okay, so I got really interested, and I was like, okay, how did Mr. Beast started? So I was already subscribed to Mr. Beast, and I was looking to the first videos of him. Just a dude playing Minecraft games, then Call of Duty, and then making some comments and talking about different kind of things, random facts or interesting things to listen to. It's amazing that somebody that he was already on the pace to quit with his YouTube channel. Something happened, something like that, and then he didn't post for a month. And I know that if you are doing something and you pause it for just a few weeks become a few months, and a few months eventually will hold you back for reaching your goal. So um, it's hard to keep content going. I fully understand. Um, so because I was very busy with the company, with the full time job company where I work during the day, um, because of the move, I didn't have that much time to make videos about news or new 3D printers. And I did notice the dip in the views, and especially if you're making videos but nobody is actually watching it, then it's very demotivating. And just on that moment, you need to keep going. You need to pushing the boundaries, and you need to keep going. I already said that, right? Oh, yeah, I did. Um, because on a moment you stop and you take a break for a week become a month become a half a year, and then you know. So if you promise yourself to upload just one video each week, then it's a great thing. People like to see things happen. Yeah, happening. Yeah, true. Not only talking at, but in the camera, something is happening. I heard it's so funny. If you have the time, go to the YouTube channel of Mr. Beast and go and watch the first videos of him. He literally says in some of the videos, I don't know why you are still watching this. A video of, I think, 4 or 5 minutes. Guys, I don't understand why you're still watching this video. Seriously. Or several times he said, I don't have any outro. Well, who cares? Yeah. Yeah, something like that I do like to do. I mean, also taking some supports off and something like airbrushing during a live stream can be very nice to see because maybe people want to see that. Um, I don't know if you are on Twitter, but I posted yesterday because Harris Heller from Alpha Gaming, he was talking about several ways to earn money on YouTube, and he was saying that uh, if you are doing live streams or you make videos, that you can also make clips. And I was like, oh yeah, I see that. You see a little scissor, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can also do that. So I went to my YouTube channel. Now watch one of my videos, and I was like, I don't have any thanks button. So there is this little heart by every video or by some YouTube channels. They have this thing that you can pay money for this video and saying like thank you, something like that. So yeah, I- what else? Thanks. So there are some features for some YouTube channels like the thanks button and also the ability to make a clip from your video. I cannot do that. I posted that on YouTube or on Twitter with at YouTube. Why are feature this and feature that not available for all YouTube channels? Why just a specific? Uh, what was that? But if you look at prints on microscopic scale, yeah, mm, yeah, yeah. It's totally true. Uh, Not only being a talking head, but show where you're talking about. If you have, for that reason, I need to make sure for every single thing that I do to have an equal part of different kind of prints. Even when you are showing something several times during a video, not the whole time, but sometimes, making sure that you can show where you're talking about instead of only talking about it. So I'm working very hard on it to make something nice, to have a story, to also follow a certain order. Um, so I made I made several notes. So for every story, you have a beginning, a middle, and an end, or a setup or a problem, a conflict, and then a resolution for it. Story has also a character, antagonist, no, protagonist, and an antagonist. It don't have to be people. Story has also setting, tone, and a plot. Average length of cuts in a YouTube video is an average 4 to 6 seconds. You need to you need to make sure that if you are doing 4 or 5 or 6 seconds, that something is going to happen after that. and rules of six with video editing, emotion, story, rhythm, eye trace, 2D plane of screen, and 3D space. You know, everything needs to be nice. Everything needs to be well thought of, and always room for improvement. Yeah, it takes times. Yeah, and evolve the viewers with questions. There's also something that I have noticed, and I'm going, yeah, because I already pre-recorded the video for this coming Wednesday. Um, I'm going to add something to this, so I'm going to certainly put some questions. I'm also going to. Hmm, it's getting late. It's getting late, but I wanted to say that. Oh my gosh! Indeed, raise a question, but not raising a question. I will say something like, um, I don't want to give too much spoilers, but something like, so if you're seeing this video and you want to have, I'm going to do a shout out, something like that. Do something small to make feel people special, to get more, uh, letting having the viewers also a special treatment. I watched this guy was erecting a tent for the printer. It went all wrong. It was too big for its studio, but preserved and it was entertaining. Yeah, it's also something that proper printing does. He makes very nice videos, very also cinematic, and he doesn't upload every week. I try to do that every week because I notice that if I'm not going to do that, I see that there's a little dip coming, and the longer you wait with uploading, the longer or the faster it's going down. I did see it. I saw it several times. I tested it out, and it's true. So I want to keep the pace in. So um, less time for procrastination. So not laying on the sofa and doing nothing. I need to keep working on it. And eventually, I want to make a transition between my normal work and my YouTube work. I see something that I didn't see before. Oh, you're doing good. Keep it up. Oh, thank you. I try to. Um, yeah, there was also a tip that I saw in a video that I saw on Wednesday or Thursday. But they said if you're going to make some edits, if you're explaining something, okay, you cannot take everything out, but you have to go soon. Yeah, I also need to quit any second. But they said so if you have a 4 minute video and you take some part out, is the message still the same? If it is, then keep that part out. So I'm s- I'm always making a lot of footage, and then I'm going to put everything in the chronological order, and then I'm going to scan over it. And I'm also using this uh, 4 till 6 second rule. Everything else is getting bored. Okay, so I need to make sure that I do something. Yeah, no one is perfect, but we are still learning. Leave some not good stuff in. Sorry, what do you mean? Leave? Oh yeah, sure. And in the earlier videos, I wasn't very insecure. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, yeah. I did that. Some people commented me on it, positive, but I did it for a longer time. But you see that not everybody is watching it till the end. So so I'm going to end this live stream. Um, yeah, still printing. Nice. So I'm going to end this live stream. Uh, Man nature. Mhm. So thank everybody. Thanks for watching. Also, time to go and some other people as well. I see that there are still three other people viewing as well. So thank you very much for being here. At first, I was yeah. It took quite a while before people dropped in into the live stream, but eventually we had a very nice time. Um, So thank you very much. If you are rewatching this live stream and you're not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. And also, if you put in the comments something very positive, I will do a shout out in the next live stream. So time to go. Thank you very much for being here, and I will see you next time. And hey, let's make awesome things with 3D printing. Zachary 3D Prints. Bye bye.